We're in for a few crazy days here, heading up to, have we mentioned there's just 2 days to the election? Joining us now for that ride to the election day is Alex Albu, who is a reporter for Digi24 in Romania.
And we've been happy to have her here in our newsroom working here in Denver this week. We know you've been to the rallies. We know you've been watching a lot of what's happening here. So first, how do you react to what you're seeing here in the States?
Well, this definitely has been a crazy race. I've never seen something like this, and I covered the 2008 election and the 2012. So, yeah, it got me by surprise. A year ago, I wouldn't have said we will be here. But now, yeah, a year on, a lot of things have changed.
Now, I don't know what happened in the last Romanian election, so why the international interest in our election?
Well, the United States are an example for all over the world, for our country, for sure. We have a strategic partnership with the United States. We are both members of NATO, so basically we are very interested in who's going to run the United States for the next 4 years, because it directly impacts us. But otherwise, it's very important for the whole world to see that the next president of the United States will stay on the commitments that the United States already made.
So why are you here specifically in Colorado?
Well,
why not Florida or Ohio?
Well, they decided to. We are a group of 24 journalists from all over the world. This is a program administered by the International Center for Journalists, which is financed, sponsored by the State Department Foreign Press Office. Well, they decided to just spread us across the country in battleground states. And, well, this is where I end up, in Denver, because KMGH, received me very generously.
I thought the answer was Denver was the #1 place on your list. That should have been what have you been able to convey to the viewers at home? Because you've been reporting for your viewers at home while you're here. What have you been able to convey about what you've seen and experienced yourself at going to some of these rallies?
Basically, I'm in the United States since last week. So I gone through the whole tightening process of the race. We saw it from Friday when we had that letter from the FBI sent to the Congress, and we just saw how the difference between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump just dropped in the polls. So my last transmissions were basically around this race and how things have changed so fast in the last few days. And yeah, people are really interested to see how voters in America will vote, what are they interested in, what are the challenges through this election.
So since you've covered the last 2 presidential elections, what do you see that is uniquely different to this one?
Well, definitely there's a historic race for everyone, right? Hillary Clinton with such a long career in politics, and Donald Trump with no former experience in public office. So basically the 2 of them confronting each other here, well, that was we didn't expect that, that's for sure. Again, the language, maybe, the attacks, I didn't see through the last, let's say, after the conventions. Well, their debates, in the rallies, I haven't seen anything related to their policies. We saw
me neither sometimes.
Yeah, unfortunately, we only saw them attacking each other. So we're kind of concerned. We haven't heard anything about what they will be doing in the office. Well, we heard from Donald Trump when he said, well, he talked about NATO and waiting for everyone else to pay up or else. So, yeah, that's a kind of a concern for us back in Europe. But otherwise, yeah, the fact that we haven't seen any policy discussion, but only attacks in the last couple of months, maybe, yeah, that's what I see different regarding the last 2 elections.
This has gone on a year and a half, probably, this whole process. What is it like for Romania? Have you ever had an election where you have dynamic characters and a process that has taken quite some time?
Usually the campaign races in Romania only start maybe a month before the actual election.
Wow.
Sign me up.
Yeah, so, but basically, all politicians are always campaigning. We have general election every 4 years and presidential election every 5 years. So basically, there is always an electoral cycle going up there. But again, we haven't had something like this, not remotely similar to what's happening to the United States.
So if we went to Romania today, would people know the name Donald Trump, and would they know the name Hillary Clinton?
They would definitely know who we are talking about. Yeah, they are both very famous. Bill Clinton, when he was president of the United States, he visited Romania. Donald Trump, well, the eccentric reality show character, the businessman. Yeah, we saw him a lot on TV. We know a lot about him, but yeah, in the last year and a half, we got to know even more about him. And yeah, people recognize them. People know what they have been doing during the electoral race. So yeah, they are really focused. They are really interested.
And it's 8 hours difference between here and home, is that right?
Right now, because we had a change of hour last weekend, and you will have yours this weekend.
Right.
But otherwise, there's a 9-hour
Oh,
difference.
9 hours. All right, well, hopefully, they'll be waking up to the news of what happens here on election night.
Well, I think they will follow through the night, yeah, waiting for the results.
All right.
Fascinating.
Alex, thanks for being here.
Oh,
Thanks
so
for
fun
having
talking
me.
to you. Thank you, Alex.
We'll be right back.